Hello students, good morning. Welcome back to your science class. This is your science teacher Vandana welcomes you. In the last class we had discussed chapter 7, our skeletal system. I hope it is very clear to you. Now most of the students have asked me, ma'am, please make a video of chapter 1, plant reproduction. So today we are going to start our revision process, and today we are going to start the revision of chapter 1, plant reproduction. Reproduction means the creation of new living organisms from the pre-existing one. Means how a particular living organisms reproduce by using the pre-existing species. Even plants reproduce also. Plants reproduce by different methods. Some reproduce by seeds, some reproduce by stems, some reproduce by roots, and some reproduce even through leaves. So these are the different modes of reproduction in plants. But before that, what are flowering plants? Flowering plants are those plants which are having flowers. These flowers have fruits, and fruits have seeds in them. Now seed, the basic thing, seed is converted into a new plant. How? I have drawn a basic structure of seed. This is the seed of bean. So outside it looks like this. Inside, the outer covering is called seed coat. Outer covering of a seed is called seed coat, and it is very hard. So its basic function is it protects the seed. Now second is, these are the bluish. If you see, these are called cotyledons. Cotyledons are called seed leaves. Basically the function of cotyledon is that it provides nutrients. It provides food to the stem or to the roots so that they grow into a new plant, or it provides nutrients to the baby plant. The whole thing is called baby plant or embryo. Embryo, this inside structure, whole structure is called embryo or baby plant. So cotyledons provide food or nutrients to the baby plant. Another thing is that you can see root develop, that this is called radicle, and it converted into roots. R for radical, R for roots. The you can say the trick to remember. R, radical converted into roots. Inside the seed is a radical and it is converted into roots. Later roots have this plumule. Plumule is the shoot, or it is the stem portion. It converted into stem, and it is having a leaf. So basically this is the internal structure of seed. Outside covering is called seed coat, which protects the inner parts of the seed. Cotyledons provide food and nutrients to the baby plant. Radicle converted into roots, and plumule converted into shoot. Shoot is the stem part, and the baby plant which grow into a new plant is called seedling. Means the baby plant converted into a plant is called seedling. So this is basic about the structure of seed. What are the basic functions of seed coat? What are the basic functions of seed inside? Different parts. Plumule converted into shoot, radicle converted into roots, and embryo is called baby plant, and cotyledons provide nutrients to the baby plant so that it grows into a root and shoot system. So this is the basic structure of seed. Mainly all flowering plants have this type of structure. Clear, beta? Now the next topic is, there are two types of cotyledons, dicotyledons and monocotyledons. Most plants having one or two seed leaves, that are called dicotyledons, like bean, mustard, apple, and most plants having single seed leaf are called monocotyledons, like wheat, paddy, maize, all types of grasses. These are called monocotyledons. Now what are the basic things that a seed requires? Now how different plants grow? The process is called germination. Process of seed grows into a new plant is called germination, and to germinate the plants require proper air, water and temperature. The next topic is dispersal of seeds. Seed dispersal means how one seed is carried to another place by the action of wind, by water, by animals, or by explosion. These are the four methods of seed dispersal. By wind, for example, different types of plants, dandelion, desert rose, these are the examples of seed dispersal by wind. by water, coconut, hydrilla, water lily, because these are very light and spongy, and so they can easily carry from one place to another, so that they can easily float on the water. By animals, different types of animals have you can say hooks on or feathers on their body surface, and the seeds are having pines or hooks, so that they can easily attach to on their bodies feathers, and they the animals can go from one place to another, and that's how the seeds can disperse from one place to another. Through undigested waste also the seeds can disperse from one place to another. And the last is by explosion. By explosion means sometimes the seed get dried up quickly, so the dried seed can easily blown away from their mother plant, and it is the examples is pea or lady's finger. So these are the four methods of seed dispersal. Next topic was vegetative propagation. What is vegetative propagation? When the plants grow from the roots, stem or leaf, that is known as vegetative propagation. For example, if you cut the potato having eye on it and grow and dig into the soil, then the potato having eye, or you can say having bud on it, get converted into a new plant. This is the example of vegetative propagation. Another example you can take is the rose. If you cut the stem of the rose and plant into another pot, then the stem grown into another pot, after few days it get converted into another type of flower plant. So these are the basic you can say examples of vegetative propagation. Clear beta? Next is crops. What is crops? Crops means when a same type of plant is grown in a large area of land, that is called crops. Clear beta? Crops require basic things: water, proper nutrients, proper manure or fertilizers, so that it can easily grow, it get good yield. So two types of crops are there: kharif crops and second is rabi crops. What are kharif crops? Kharif crops are those crops. Kharif crops. What are kharif crops? Kharif crops are those crops which are grown during monsoon period. Means kharif crops are those crops which are grown during monsoon period, because they require lot of water. For example, rice, maize. Rabi crops are grown during winter period. Example, wheat and pulses. Now the basic trick, most of the students getting confused during the kharif and rabi crops. I am going to give you a trick. Beta, rabi, the sound is same like Ravi. It is the name of any person. Rabi win gaya, mean Ravi win. Win का मतलब क्या होता है? जीतना. तो रवि जीत गया. Win for winter and W for winter and example W for wheat. अगर आपको याद रखने का तरीका मैं आपको बता रही हूँ. रवि विन गया मतलब रवि जीत गया. विन मतलब विंटर. W for winter, W for wheat. You never forget. ठीक है? Another trick you can remember. अगर आप एक याद रखोगे तो दूसरा आपको ऑटोमेटिकली याद रहेगा. But still I am telling you, खरीफ crops are grown during monsoon period. Monsoon कब होता है? Obviously during June to October. Because खरीफ crops require lot of water. And मैंने आपको लाइव क्लासेस में भी बताया था कि राइस, when you cook the rice, you require double amount of water. In the same way, rice require lot of water. और water कब मिलता है? Obviously जब ज्यादा गर्मी होती है मॉनसून पीरियड में. आपकी समर वेकेशन कब होती है? जून. सो उसका याद करने का मैं आपको ट्रिक बता रही हूँ कि राइस रिक्वायर्स लॉट ऑफ वाटर एंड लॉट ऑफ वाटर कब मिलता है हमें? मॉनसून पीरियड में. सो दिस इज द बेसिक थिंग यू कैन रिमेम्बर कि रवि जीत गया मीन्स विन गया, जीत गया. विंटर, विंटर, विन का मतलब क्या होता है? जीतना. विंटर और डब्ल्यू फॉर विंटर, डब्ल्यू फॉर वीट. एग्जाम्पल्स में बहुत सारे बच्चे कंफ्यूज होते हैं, सो दैट आई एम गिविंग द ट्रिक. Clear beta? So there are two types of crops, kharif crops and rabi crops. Kharif crops are grown during monsoon period from June to October. Example, rice, maize. And rabi crops are grown during winter period. Example, wheat and all types of pulses. Clear beta? Next is you can say agriculture. What do you mean by agriculture? Agriculture means the practice of growing the crops. How farmers grow the crops in a field is known as agriculture. There are various steps to grow the crops. Agriculture, practice of growing the crops. First क्या होगा? Tilling the soil. Tilling the soil so that the soil can get easily mixed up, and the necessary nutrient that is present in the soil get easily mixed up in the whole soil. Second is you can say sowing the seed. आगे seed sow करेंगे. Third is irrigating the field. Irrigate का मतलब क्या होता है? वो giving water to the field. Next you can say is harvest. You can say removing the weeds. Weeds are the unwanted plants that grow in the field. So it has to be removed. Otherwise there is a competition between healthy crop and unhealthy crop. Weeds, क्योंकि उनको भी प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिएंट्स, प्रॉपर फूड चाहिए अपने आप को मेंटेन करने के लिए. सो हेल्दी क्रॉप्स को फूड कम मिलेगा, तो इट इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट टू रिमूव द वीड्स. नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज रिमूविंग द वीड्स. नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज obviously fertilizers, adding fertilizers or manures so that the crop get necessary nutrients, or manures means natural compost that is very good for the crop. And the last is harvesting the crop. Harvesting means when a crop get mature, then it should be cut and later stored in grain mills. So this is all about the agriculture methods or steps, how farmers took different type of steps to save their crops. Clear beta? So this is all about your chapter. I hope it is very much clear. I told you briefly what is the main function of seed, how seeds are reproduced, how plants are reproduced. Clear beta? First, the roots grow downward. As you know, roots always grow downward into the soil. Later the shoot grow toward the light, so that it later converted into leaves. And however, finally the roots get bigger and bigger, and the shoot grow into a new plant having leaves on it. And cotyledons are always present to provide nutrients to the baby plant, so that it can easily grow into root and shoot. I hope it is very much clear to you. Read the chapter clearly. If you are facing any problem, make it note it down in your notebook, and whenever we have the class, I will take your doubts. Till then, be happy, be safe. Bye.